Hello, Horse Junkies United. This is Carrie Allen coming to you from Lexington, Kentucky, and we are here for Rolex. So I have just made the trek down over about 2 days. It's about 1,050 kilometers from Ontario down to Kentucky. We have driven through a whole bunch of torrential rain. We had a little bit of ice pellets. We missed the duty-free coming across, which I'm very upset about because they have cheap booze. And we arrived on site here on Wednesday afternoon just in time for the jog. So we hadn't had a washroom break in a long time, so we hit the porta potties first, and then we ended up going to see the jog. But hey, we're going to do what we need to do to get the job done. So Rolex is really a cool time if you are an eventer. And so for those of you who aren't going to be able to make it down here this year, what I'm really hoping to do is be able to show you a little bit about Rolex, what the grounds look like, and some of the things that really kind of stick out to me. So right behind me, what you're going to see is this is the dressage warm-up area. So the jog happened today. I don't think any horses were spun, which is good news. And so what happens now is the riders that are showing tomorrow have the opportunity for ring familiarization. So a lot of the riders that are the majority of the riders that are riding tomorrow spent some time in the warm-up rings behind me. And then over to my left here is what's referred to as the chute. And the chute takes the riders basically down from the warm-up areas into the main arena. And we'll show you the main arena in a second because we can't necessarily see it right now. And give you a sense of what the horses and the riders are going to be seeing tomorrow when they start to come down for the first day of dressage. Okay, so what we're looking at right now, I'm hopefully not going to trip over myself. This is the view that the horses and the riders are going to be experiencing tomorrow and Friday when they start riding their dressage tests. So it can be a little bit daunting, I would imagine, especially for a lot of the first timers. And that's actually one of the things that stuck out for me when we were watching the jog was the amount of first timers that are actually here at Rolex. I get nervous and I'm just watching, so I can only imagine what it is that they are feeling. So behind me here is the main ring. So dressage tomorrow and Friday, and then on Sunday the stadium jumping will be in here as well. Okay, so the chute it almost looks like a little bit of a rubberized padding, and there's a little bit of a downslope to it as well. I did see some horses kind of not necessarily liking it a little bit. However, we have one who really doesn't seem to care so much. So that's great. So that's what we're hoping to see over the next couple of days as they're coming down through the chute. So one of the really super cool things about being able to do this for you guys is being able to be really, really in close proximity to people like David O'Connor, who is standing to my left wearing the white jacket and the baseball hat, looking really, really serious. We'll try to give you more of him later. So behind me, you see the dressage ring, and it's a 20 by 60 ring, and it looks a little small in the context of the ring here. What's going to end up happening is over the next 2 days, this arena is going to fill up with a bunch of spectators. So I've seen this arena full before, and that just adds to the atmosphere. And something else that's really cool by the time we get to Sunday is that the show jumping has sold out. So every single seat in this stadium, including some of the bleachers over here where I think they're putting the rowdies, everything is going to be full. So I'm really looking forward to Sunday and seeing what the atmosphere will be like on that day as well. Patricia just asked me if I had any favorites, and I tend to want a gun for all of the first timers, just simply because I think for any rider who competes in eventing, just being here in general is such an accomplishment. So any one of those first time riders who are here in Kentucky, that's who I'm going to go for. I mean, I do have my favorites. I love Becky Holder and her beautiful gray horse, Can't Fire Me. I do love William Fox Pitt. The Canadian contingent, I clearly have to cheer for. And there's a couple first timers that are riding for Canada. So I don't know. Again, if someone held a gun to my head, I would definitely say any of the first time riders. That's definitely who I'll be gunning for the entire weekend.